After a disappointing 2024 season, marked by an early elimination at the hands of the Washington Commanders, the Detroit Lions find themselves in a decisive position. How to turn a talented team into a true Super Bowl contender. While the team showed flashes of greatness during the season, it became clear that to take the next step, certain areas, especially the defensive line, needed strengthening. The Lions' response to this challenge comes in the form of a significant signing, Khalil Mack, the experienced pass rusher, 34 years old, who has just been confirmed as the team's reinforcement for the 2025 season. What makes this signing even more interesting is that, despite Mack having a 2024 season below expectations, with only 6 sacks in 16 games for the Los Angeles Chargers, he remains one of the most respected pass rushers in the NFL. His career is marked by impressive achievements, including 9 Pro Bowl selections and his ability to be one of the most feared pass rushers in the league. Many might question his age and his recent performance, but the truth is that with the right motivation and a new system, he has the potential to return to being a dominant force on defense, alongside Aiden Hutchinson, one of the most promising pass rushers in the league, and Zadarius Smith, a veteran with a great production history. Mack now arrives to form one of the most formidable defensive lines in the NFL. Mack's presence is not just about adding numbers, but about creating a dynamic within the Lions' defense that will be capable of destabilizing any opposing offense. While Hutchinson has already established himself as a star in the league and Smith brings vast experience, Mack comes to complete this trio, forming an unbeatable defensive line, especially in a league where pressuring the quarterback is one of the most decisive factors for success. This trio of pass rushers will create a depth the Lions have never had before. Although Hutchinson has proven to be a machine for pressure, he cannot carry the entire weight of the defense alone. With Mack by his side, the team can be confident that the opposing quarterback will be pressured from all sides. Even in the later stages of his career, Mack brings tactical intelligence and a deep understanding of the game, something that can be vital, especially for a team with several young pieces. He will be another mentor for Hutchinson and Smith, helping shape the defense and ensuring all players around him reach their maximum potential. Mack's role in this defense will undoubtedly be crucial, but not necessarily to be the primary star. The great advantage of having Mack now is that he can play in a more strategic way, without the pressure of being the absolute leader of the line. Unlike other stages of his career, where the weight of the defense fell on his shoulders, Mack can now focus on being a perfect complement to Hutchinson, taking advantage of the gaps and spaces created by Hutchinson's intense pressure on offenses. Mack doesn't need to be the alpha, he simply needs to be the experienced veteran who can capitalize on the opportunities presented by the talents of his teammates. This shift in dynamic within the Lions' defense represents a significant evolution. Now, Detroit no longer depends on a single player to be its biggest weapon. Instead, the Lions can rely on a multifaceted defense, where every player brings their own skills and strengths to the field, without the need to overload any of the standout names. The possibility of rotating Mack with Smith, for example, allows the Lions to keep their defense fresh and maintain the same intensity throughout the season. This rotation is crucial, as the NFL season is long and full of challenges, and the defense must be able to maintain its strength throughout the entire year. In terms of cost, the negotiation with Mack is a smart move, with $51.1 million available in salary cap space. The Lions have the necessary room to add Mack to the roster without compromising other areas of the team. The 1-year $12 to $15 million contract for Mack is a low-risk bet, given that the team is not committing to a long-term deal, but has the chance to gain significant returns in one season. This type of short-term contract also allows the Lions to adjust as the season unfolds. If Mack returns to his elite level of play, he will become one of the team's biggest assets. If not, the impact on the salary cap will be minimal, and the team can explore alternatives in the future. Moreover, Mack's presence in the locker room is valuable in other ways. His winning mentality and his experience in playoff games can be contagious to the younger players. Mack has been through numerous battles throughout his career and knows what it takes to reach the top. His strategic vision can be something the younger pass rushers, like Hutchinson, can absorb to further elevate their game. Mack can be the type of leader who not only contributes on the field but also shapes the team's culture, helping foster the winning mentality needed for a successful campaign. This type of leadership becomes even more important for the Lions as the team enters an opportunity window. 2025 will be a critical year for the team, as the Super Bowl window won't stay open forever. The Lions have a young and talented roster, but it's essential to complement that talent with the experience needed to overcome the more seasoned teams, such as the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, and other NFL giants. Mack's signing doesn't just fill a gap in the defensive line, but also brings the experience of a veteran who can help guide the team through a playoff journey. The Detroit Lions' defensive line now has the potential to become one of the best in the league. Pressure on opposing quarterbacks will be ramped up, not only by Hutchinson but also by Mack and Smith, creating a lethal trio capable of destabilizing any offense. Mack's impact will be felt in many ways. He will help increase the number of sacks, but he will also be vital in third down situations, when the team needs an experienced player to make a difference in critical moments. Mack's addition represents a strategic transformation that can elevate the defense and give the Lions the chance to finally break through the Super Bowl barrier. With the arrival of Khalil Mack, the Detroit Lions now have the opportunity to write a new chapter, one that could finally culminate in a Super Bowl appearance and, perhaps, a long-awaited title. The work is far from over, but this move demonstrates the team's determined mentality, as they are willing to invest in every possible area to reach the pinnacle of the NFL. As the season progresses, Mack's role in the defense will evolve as he adjusts to playing alongside Hutchinson and Smith. While Mack may not be the primary focus of opposing offensive lines anymore, his experience will be instrumental in disrupting offenses at critical moments. His ability to create pressure from the edge or collapse the pocket from the inside will open up opportunities for his teammates to capitalize. This collective effort will allow the Lions to put even more pressure on quarterbacks, making it a nightmare for offenses to prepare for all the angles from which the defense can strike. The versatility of Mack, Hutchinson, and Smith gives the Lions a unique advantage in terms of how they can approach different offensive systems. Whether it's a quick passing attack or a more traditional pocket passing game, the Lions' defensive front can adapt to and challenge various styles of play. The trio's ability to switch up their alignments and attack from different angles ensures the Lions will never be predictable, making their defensive game plan much harder to counter. As the season progresses, the Lions' defense will undoubtedly gain confidence from the strong presence of Mack. His attitude and work ethic will set a standard that the rest of the defense will follow. Mack's influence could be felt beyond the field, as his experience and approach to the game will help instill a professional mentality in the Lions' younger players, ensuring that they are always prepared to face the most difficult challenges. Ultimately, the signing of Khalil Mack represents a significant step forward for the Detroit Lions. It addresses one of their most glaring weaknesses and strengthens a position that could be the difference between a playoff berth and a Super Bowl championship. With Mack joining Hutchinson and Smith, the Lions have the potential to dominate on defense in ways they haven't been able to in recent years. As the 2025 season unfolds, all eyes will be on this newly revamped defensive line to see if they can finally push Detroit to the promised land of the Super Bowl.